Tall Tales and Trails family, I'm your girl Nisi, and we just completed our first camping trip over at Sesame. So I'm going to rate 10 items that we purchased from Amazon and let you know whether or not to buy them and put them on your packing list, or definitely just leave them on the shelf. So stay tuned. All right, so each one of our 10 items are going to go through a process to rate them on our Tall Tales and Trails trail score. So it's going to be 5 different categories. The first one's going to be the value, what we paid for it and was it worth it. The second one's going to be camp use. Is it something that's actually going to be used at camp? The third one's going to be functionality. Did it say what it said it was going to do? The fourth one is going to be the ease of use. And the fifth one will be an overall rating. And then we'll rank those out of 100 and give it an overall Tall Tales and Trails score. Okay? Got it? Let's go.
First on the list, the US 1 portable camping fan.
All right, so the first items on our list is going to be our portable fan. I'll go through the features of this fan and then I will tell you the rating and what we'll give this one. So I do like the fact that it has a couple different handles. You can hold on to it and use it as a lantern. And then it also has this option here to hang it in a tent or somewhere outside. It also has a mister function, so you can add water here and there's mist that comes out. The fan is pretty easy to use as far as just up and down. It also has a timer on here, so if you're going to be stepping away and forget to turn it off, or maybe you want to go off in the middle of the night, it does have that. It does rotate, so there's an option to allow the fan to rotate back and forth. And then it also has lanterns, so it has 3 different options as far as the brightness for the lights. So overall, let's get into the scorecard. So I paid $26 for this fan. So I would say that the value of this is definitely a 20 out of 20. As far as the camp usage, again, a 20 out of 20. We were able to utilize this inside of our tent as well as on the table. Performance, well, it didn't really last until sunrise. So I'm going to say I'm going to give this one a 17 out of 20 only because it only lasts for about 5 or 6 hours. The ease of use, really easy to use and no setup required, so a 20 out of 20. Our overall Tall Tales recommendation is an 18 out of 20, only being marked down because it didn't last a full night. So
final trail score 95 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Next item, Gas 1 portable butane stove.
all right, so the next item that we have up on our list is going to be our Gas 1 portable butane stove. So it comes in this nice little carrying case, easy to open. Like here is the stove, really lightweight. So this is where you put the butane and they have some safety features on there. It was really easy to use and we cooked all of our meals at camp this weekend on this stove. All right, so let's go ahead and rate our butane stove. So overall, a value of it is a 20 out of 20. We paid $25 off of Amazon, so I think that was a great deal. As far as the camp usage, we definitely will be using this. We use it every single day at camp, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we'll do that to 20 out of 20. As far as performance, I'll give it a 19 out of 20, only because their min is not really min. So on the stove, it has like a min, but it's still more like a medium. So you still have to turn it down a little bit more if you're looking for that low burn or just something to try to keep things warm. Overall, the performance, I would give this a 19 out of 20. The ease of use, I did watch a couple videos on how to use the stove burner, but if you're brand new to camping and this is your first stove and you go out there with your butane and you're trying to put it in, you may get it. It may be self-explanatory to you. However, for me, I definitely wanted to watch some videos for the safety of it all, because you have to put it in, you have to make sure that it's locked and click it into place and all those types of things. So I would say the ease of use is a 16 out of 20. And then our overall rating, we would give it a 18 out of 20. It did what it needed to do. Again, it was just a little more hot as far as the min and then the overall functionality and the ease of use.
Final trail score 93 out of 100. Trail approved.
Next up, retractable string lights.
All right, so the next item that we're going to be reviewing from Amazon is going to be our string lights. So these string lights we actually use around our campsite as well as in the interior of our tent. So the thing I do like about these is that they're retractable. So they have this little gadget here on the back so you can just like spin, and you can also hang them as a lantern from the inside of your tent. They go through different modes, so you can use them outside or inside of the case. So just one is just going to be just the outside lights coming on. The second one is going to be the flashing colors. Then you'll have solid colors, and then you'll go 2 modes of bright. I'm going to put my hand over just so I'm blind you, but you have a solid and then you have a brighter one. So let's go over the rating for our string lights. So the overall value, we paid about 15 bucks for one of the string lights. We ended up purchasing 3, but I would say that's probably a 19 out of 20. You may be able to find them cheaper or some alternatives. Just depends on what you're looking for. So I'll give it a 19 out of 20. As far as our camp use, as stated, we use these around our campsite. So on one side, we had one, on the other side, we had the colors going, and we also use them inside of our tent. So I will give that a 20 out of 20. As far as our performance, I'm going to give it an 18 out of 20 only because of the battery life. I think it probably lasts for about maybe 4 hours. And as far as the easy use, pretty easy to use, pretty self-explanatory. Pull, click, wind them back up. So we're going to give that a 20 out of 20. Our overall Tall Trails recommendations are going to be a 19 out of 20 with the overall score.
Trail score, 96 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Coming in next, rechargeable lanterns, flashlights.
All right, so the next item we have on our list are going to be our lanterns, our solar lanterns. So they came in a pack of 4 off of Amazon, and I'll go over the features and then we'll go over the functionality of these. So as far as the first thing, it is solar powered, but you can also charge these with a cord just to make sure that it's fully powered if there's not enough sunlight. And you can also use this as a battery bank, so you can actually plug a USB and maybe like charge a phone or something like that. It has a lantern function here, so we were able to hang these in our kitchen, and it also has a flashlight function, so we were able to hang these. We had light going out, and we also had light going down to the skillet where we can actually cook and prep our food. All right, so now let's rate our lanterns. So overall, we're going to do the value. This was $19 for a set of 4. So I think that is a great deal. It's $5 a piece. So we're going to give that a 20 out of 20. As far as the camp usage, we were able to use these as lanterns as well as flashlights around the camp. So again, that one would be a 20 out of 20. As far as the performance, we had no issues with them dying. We use these pretty much all throughout our kitchen as well as our table, and we had no issues with them whatsoever. So we're going to do a 20 out of 20 on that one. And the ease of use, pretty easy to use. 20 out of 20 on that one. Overall recommendation from Tall Tales, definitely 20 out of 20. So overall score total is going to be
Trail score, 100 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Up next, collapsible dish bowl.
All right, next item for review is going to be our dish pan as well as a cutting board. So this is a 2-in-1. It has it where you can collapse this down and push it back up. So we were able to use this for dishes at our campsite, or just to move water, things of that nature. So those are kind of the overall features. It does have this little push button to allow the water to flow out, but let's go ahead and get into the rating for this one. All right, so the rating for our collapsible dish pan as well as a cutting board. So value, we paid 10 bucks for it, so it wasn't too bad. I'll go ahead and give that a 19 out of 20. As far as the camp use, we were able to use it. I didn't use it as a cutting board, but I was able to use it as a dish pan. So I'll say, and even just traveling back and forth with water, I'll say that's a 20 out of 20 for the camp usage. Performance, I'll give it a 16 out of 20. Just because there's some things that don't work, like this little push button is supposed to like push and allow the water to come out. It doesn't work. I mean, the water stayed in, so I didn't want to do too much. But I was supposed to be able to push and release, and that does not work. The overall ease of use, I mean, it does what it needs to do. It is a little more difficult to actually like collapse it. It's not very easy just to like push it and be done. You have to make sure it's folded inside of itself in order to get it back in. So I'll give that a 15 out of 20. So overall recommendation for this particular one, I would say maybe a 17 out of 20. I think there's probably some better quality ones out there, but this one was only 10 bucks. So again, the value was there. So overall
Trail score, 87 out of 100. Pack it.
Next up, Paw Pro cooling towels.
All right, so the next item that we have is going to be our cooling towels. When I tell you, Lord. All right, we'll get into the features and then we'll get back into it. But overall, it comes with a 4-pack of these, and they're all different colors. And then they all come with individual bags and these carabiners, so you can actually clip them to, you know, your kitchen or a backpack or whatever you want. And these are the cooling tiles, so you can wet them, snap them, and then they're supposed to help you stay fairly cool while you are out there in the heat, because we were camping in 95 degrees. And when I tell you, these were a lifesaver. Lifesaver. If you look at my video, I have one of these like tucked in my shorts everywhere we go, or around my neck, over my head, wherever. I'm telling you, I love these so much. When I got home, I literally bought a whole another pack. Like, I already have a pack. Okay, sorry. Let's get into the rating. So as far as the value of these, you get 4 packs for $9. So a 4-pack with its own individual bags and carabiners for $9. So I'll give that a 20 out of 20. As far as the camp usage, as stated, I only really use these to like cool myself down. So I mean, they don't have much more function. I wouldn't use this as a drying towel or anything like that. But as far as being able to stay cool at camp, 20 out of 20. Performance wise, again, it's really easy. Just wet them with a water bottle, snap them, and they're easy to use. So we'll give that a 20 out of 20. Overall performance for tall tales is a 20 out of 20. These saved my life when I was out there. So the overall value for these are
Trail score, 100 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Don't wait, run and buy these. Put these in your cart. If you are planning on going for hikes, walks, camping, festivals, anything that's going to be outside in the summertime, definitely get yourself a cooling towel. And I mean, 4 of these cooling towels with the clip carabiners for $9. I mean, you really cannot beat this. Go grab these. The link will be below.
Next up, kitchen utensils set, 34 pieces.
All right, so the next item we're going to review is going to be our kitchen utensils. So we have a 34 piece that we picked up from Amazon, and I tell you, this has everything that you need. They also came with hooks because you can actually hang them up. Our kitchen actually comes with a little rack so you can hang them on, so that's what we did. It also comes with measuring cups, measuring spoons, tongs, juicer. I mean, it comes with every single thing that you would probably need in your own kitchen, and more than enough that you would need at camp. It also comes with this little container, so we were able to sit this right there in our kitchen and have everything pretty easily accessible. So now let's talk about the value and the overall rating for our kitchen utensils. So the value, we paid $21 for this, which not bad. I think that's a pretty good deal. We're going to give that a 20 out of 20 for everything that it comes with. Camp usage, we use these every single day. And the crazy part is, there's no sign of use. Like, the silicone really actually held up. So we're going to do that a 20 out of 20. Performance, 20 out of 20. It did what it needed to do. The ease of use, it's kitchen utensils. I mean, 20 out of 20. And then overall recommendation is a 20 out of 20. And I do want to let you know, like, I actually cook with these. I think this one is one of the ones I cook with. But either way, you cannot even see that there are any issues that this was actually in a skillet, like twirling stuff. So I do think that the durability, they should last fairly long as far as the utensil themselves. So overall recommendation for this one's going to be a 20 out of 20. And their total
Trail score, 100 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Next up, rechargeable headlamps.
All right, what's next? You got it. These are our headlamps. So in an effort, I'll just tell you, these things are so nice. I don't want to blind you, so I'm going to turn this one off and just work with this one so you can kind of just see. The good thing about this is that you can put them, they actually open up so you can use these at different angles, so up and down depending, so if you're cooking or if you just need to see straight. And then they also go through the different modes, so you have your bright, semi-bright, a little more dim, and then it goes to the red light. This is the function that I'm like, the red light could definitely be much better. You can't really see much when the red light's in the dark. And then it also has a flashing mode. There you go. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so this is actually my second set because when my neighbors, the one who helped me out with the electricity, they saw them on my head and was like, what is that? We need those. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to gift those to you after we leave. So I went ahead and gave them, and then I just went ahead and reordered some more for our camp setup. All right, so now let's get into the rating of our headlamps. So overall, the value, I'm going to give this one a 20 out of 20 because you get 2 of these for $10. So totally worth it. As far as the camp usage, I was able to, like I said, go to the restroom with these. I was able to cook and look around where you're playing cards, all of those things. So 20 out of 20. The performance on these, I would say a 19 out of 20, only because the red light is not that bright. The ease of use, pretty easy to use and set everything up. So I'll give that a 20 out of 20. Overall recommendation, 20 out of 20. So overall,
Trail score, 99 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Next item, homespun canvas drop cloth.
So the next item is our painter's drop cloth, and we actually use this as a rug or a covering for our floor while we're at camp. See here? I don't have it. I'm actually going to wash it. But when I tell you, we use this thing, we put it down, we had no problems when it was time to clean up. All we did was fold it and flip it out in the tent. So the tent pretty much floors stayed clean. It was really easy to sweep everything up. I didn't have any smell or anything like that was associated with it. It's canvas, so it's pretty durable. So let's get into the rate. So first, for the value, we paid $22 for it, and it covered our entire floor of our tent instead of having to buy individual area rugs. So I'll go ahead and give that an 18 out of 20. As far as the camp usage, you can use this as we did for an area rug or for carpeting for our tent, but you can also use it for a tarp or canopy to block out some of the shade. It does have multiple uses at camp, so I'll give this a 20 out of 20. As far as performance, there was no rips, no tears, no bunching, anything like that. So performance, a 20 out of 20. As far as the ease of use, super easy. We popped it down, spread it out, put things on top of it. Again, 20 out of 20. So the Tall Tales recommendation for using this as a area rug or some type of flooring, definitely a 20 out of 20. So overall,
Trail score, 98 out of 100. Tall Tales pick.
Next, Hompow mini projector.
All right, next up is our Hompow projector. So we bought this little mini projector off of Amazon, and in the features, it does have a built-in speaker. It has Bluetooth, it has HDMI and USB. It had its own charger cable that came along with it. I'm trying to see what else is on here. It has a spot for earphones, and I don't know what that says. 1R, I don't know what that means, but anyways, it also has where we were able to spin it right onto a tripod, and we were able to adjust the tripod as necessary to fit our screen forward and back. So I did like the fact that it does have that tripod, and then there's a focus, so you were able to focus this. But I'll say the value of this is a 20 out of 20 for $30 to have a projector at camp. Not too bad. As far as camp usage, it's not a necessity. It's just one of those like luxury items if you want to watch movies and glampify, just upgrades to your camp. So I would say 18 out of 20. Performance, You're not going to be able to use this during the daylight. You're definitely going to have to wait until the sun is all the way set and down in order to see the screen. It does have a pretty good focus on there to be able to watch like the movies. The sound quality is a no. You are not going to be able to hear it unless you're like right up under it. Definitely is not a surround sound, but it says that it has Bluetooth speakers, so you can hook it up to a Bluetooth or a surround sound if you want to hook it up to something else. It does say that it has that functionality. I wasn't able to get a lot of these things working because the remote was crazy. So as far as the performance, I'll give this a 16 out of 20. The ease to use, I'll give it a 15 out of 20. Our overall recommendation will be 17 out of 20.
Trail score 86 out of 100. Pack it.
And if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. So we reviewed our 10 items from Amazon and we've given it our stamp of approval or disapproval. And if you are new here and you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you are one of our subscribers already, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you taking the time to hit that subscribe button and staying up to date on our content, as we're going to continue to keep bringing you more exciting adventures as far as camping, trailing, and some other things along the way. So stay tuned to Tall Tales and Trails. I'm your girl Nisi, signing off. Love you.